the educational aspect is where we started when we first created the troupe, and it's all of one fabric to me. It's education on every level, and sometimes we're giving them facts, and sometimes we're just displaying different things, and sometimes the communication is coming through the music.
Music obviously is a way human beings communicate to each other. And it's something, it's the one language that's universal all over the world. Someone hears music and it says something to them. There's a bond in the communication that happens when we perform. And as far as education, that's awesome, communication.
They can see us interacting, which is educational. It's really good to see people interacting in good, healthy ways, and that it's accessible to them.
For people smiling and having a good time, playing music together.
Plus they get a chance to have fun with us, like Brian said, to clap, to sing. That's pretty cool. I never had that when I was young, so we're jealous.
The kids seem to be really excited when we ask them to do stuff and participate. So like we're these adults and looked up to maybe, and then, oh, they want us to be a part of their thing.
They get to see the variety and how cool it is, but beyond it being cool, they actually get drawn in so that they're part of the band.
Well, it's been pretty amazing, the geography involved with the presentation, because, you know, we're always like, okay, now exactly where is that country? What is that one on the map? And where did it come from? And you know, so because this music is from all over the world, the entire world.
In this program, it really is a traditional Russian tune. It really is a traditional Chinese tune. It really is a tune from South Africa. And we try to have a pretty strong element that holds true to the feel and the flavor of where it came from.
And that's what makes it so cool to me, is because it shows this big map and it just shrinks it down to the little tiny blue marble that the world is.
We do a lot of research on the instruments we're playing, and we've really carefully looked at the educational component to make sure that they do have an understanding of what the instrument is or something about it.
You know, they're used to seeing electric guitars and drum kits and things like that on TV, but you don't see a sitar very often, or a berimbau, or the other weird things that we have. So that's got to be fun.
The fact that there are other musics out there that's not pop music, it makes me happy to feel like I can bring that kind of education to somebody, because it's harder and harder to find traditional musics.
But it's kind of, everything is geared towards the education of bringing them in, letting them experience the music, and then just the education of what the music sounds like, feels like, what it does, and how it can make you serene or it can make you feel energized.
Some of the mellower things we do, we ask them to close their eyes if they want. And it's just amazing to look out and you see this first grade girl, I think it was yesterday. She just had her eyes closed and she was swaying. And it was just amazing. It was like she's getting it.
The children, you know, these young people have hit me with so much wisdom and like knowledge that I see inside of them, waking up or remembering things, just like, wow. So I think they do get it. I think to think that they don't get it is really not giving them the credit that they deserve.
Well, this morning we were at breakfast and the hostess told us that her kids, we must have been at their school. And I said, well, yeah, I think we probably were. She said, but her kids put on a musical performance for her that night. And I thought that was just great. Somebody, they're getting it, they're taking it home, and they're sharing it after they got it.
Yesterday there was a student that came up to us, and who was, I think, a first grader, and came up very earnestly, and he said, "This is the best concert I have ever seen in my entire life."
Oh, well, just the other day there was a little girl, Louise, I think she was. She says, "Your program, it was just so perfect."
I had a kid come up a couple days ago to me and said, "Oh man, you are an awesome singer," and I do not consider myself a singer at all. And I was like, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, man, you were great."
To learn all these different songs from all over the world, it kind of takes me back to my beginnings, and what I love about music is just being able to pick up a box with strings on it and make music.
It's compelling for me because we get to play such great music from all over the world. Seeing the delight of the kids.
I see them looking around like, oh, you're from there. That's from where you're from. That's from where I'm from. Oh, we're all here together. So, wow, you know, that's what a musical instrument looks like from India? Yeah, that's what it looks like. And you can see them puff up and be proud of their culture. their heritage and be interested in other people's heritages.
And just watching them light up, watching them when we start playing the Irish tunes, everybody in the audience starts to move and dance with it, or they use their imaginations. And especially with it being world music, if we're doing something from China and you've got 5 kids from China spread around, they just come to life, and they're so proud that we're doing something that they recognize. And so just watching them come alive and feel affirmed by what we're doing, and just really be proud of it.